So the other day I was watching a lady on Netflix explaining self-care in a way that was just, it was something else, okay? She was talking about making a meditation out of your morning routine, turning washing your face into a spiritual, mindful ritual of how you begin your day and how you end your day. To be so mindful that it becomes meditation as opposed to just rinse and repeat. To take the time and the effort to nurture and care for yourself rather than just going through the motions, because that was what self-care was, she said. She then went on to say that we should treat washing our faces as a moment to connect deeply with ourselves rather than just standing there and splashing our faces with water. I turned to my husband immediately and we both laughed because that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And he hit the nail on the head when he said, "Isn't washing your face just self-care?" And I'm like, exactly. So what exactly is self-care? Let's talk about it today. What is it really? Because I think that there is a huge misconception floating around out there, thanks to what we hear and see on telly or on social media. Here's the thing, self-care doesn't have to be wrapped in this fluffy cloud of mindfulness or spirituality. It doesn't require you to be grounded, to center yourself, or to align yourself every time you apply moisturizer. Self-care, real self-care, is about showing up for yourself in the most basic, everyday ways. Brushing your teeth twice a day, wearing your sunscreen because that's all you have the time for, that is self-care. Eating whatever you can afford, not because it is gourmet or because you've had the time to lay it all out perfectly, but because you've worked hard to make the money, to go grocery shopping, to put the ingredients together, and perhaps you've even gone beyond that and you've made it and you've done the dishes and everything. Because of all of that, you've cared for yourself. The simple acts that keep you running, keep you healthy, keep you sane, taking care of your basic needs in a straightforward, mundane, unglamorous way, that is self-care. Showing up for yourself, being responsible for yourself, for your actions, for what you say, what you do, that is self-care. And here's a hot take. Don't feel a shred of guilt if you don't take a moment to center yourself or be one with the universe before frying an egg, or if your mind wasn't crystal clear while you were doing the dishes or while you were washing your hair. Those actions on their own is self-care. You're not sitting in your filth. That is self-care. Self-care isn't about turning every action into a deep, meaningful ritual. Neither is self-care any product you can purchase. Let's put that out there as well. It is about doing things because they need to be done and because doing them is taking care of yourself. There's something to be said about allowing your mind to wander while you are scrubbing pots and pans. Maybe it is plotting your next vacation, or thinking of a reply to a comment, or, thinking of a book you just read, or thinking about absolutely nothing at all. That is perfectly fine. This can be your downtime as well, so your brain is happy to get a chance to just meander through your thoughts without any pressure. And let's be real about hydration. Drinking water is fantastic self-care. There's no arguing about that. However, your water doesn't have to be jazzed up with watermelons, cucumbers, and lemons freshly harvested from your garden. If you are keeping hydrated throughout the day, you are looking out for your body, you are doing it right. That is self-care. What I'm not saying is that you shouldn't go the extra mile to engage in all these things that we've just spoken about. You can, if you want to, if you can afford to, if you have the time for it. But what I am saying is that the action of showing up for yourself and doing the mundane things and not skipping on the little routines that keep you functioning, washing your hair, brushing your teeth, cleaning your home, right? Talking to your parents, making sure you eat, doing the dishes, and yes, washing your face. That is the real deal. This is self-care 101 right there. That's you looking out for yourself. And at the end of the day, that is what self-care truly is. It's not the rituals. It's not the products that people are selling to you. It's not the perfect setting that you feel like you need to turn your home into. It is about ensuring that you are looked after, that your basic needs are met, and that you've done at least the minimum to keep yourself going. Because every day that you do, you are winning. Don't let anyone convince you otherwise. You are winning.